Hello. Uh, in this lecture, I will explain temporary. Hi. In this video, I will explain location-added routing. This routing uses the location of node to find out the route for the route error will be started. So in LAR uses a variation of flooding. Flooding is a mechanism through which a message will be broadcasted to every node in a network. But here, location-added routing don't use flooding as it is. They are using a variation of it. And what is the variation? For example, say S wants to send something to D. So S will broadcast this message to its neighbor, and S is having two neighbors A and B. Now A is having neighbor S and C, B also having neighbor S and C. So these two again broadcast these messages to its neighbors. So here if you can see, this node is receiving a request packet which are already sent by this node. So if a node sent a route request message earlier, in that case that node will not broadcast this packet again. And how these node would know this thing, that whether the received request packets are already being sent by the same node or not. So a sequence number is used with every route request, so it can stop flooding at some point of time, otherwise this flooding will keep on going. So this is the variation of flooding which is going to be used in location added routing. If a route request message has been sent from a particular node, in future if that node is receiving same copy of that request, in that case that node will not broadcast it again. Sequence number is the mechanism through which this will be achieved. Now LAR divide network into two zones. One is known as expected zone and another is request zone. Expected zone can be considered as an area in which the destination will be available. So this is the area with, where destination is moving. So expected zone is an area in which this is considered as destination D will be available in expected zone. Will send a route request packet. These four coordinates will be included in those packets. Now, now take the another example. So in this example, we are showing node as lies in the expected zone of node P. So in that case, node S is already in the expected zone. So if we will draw a rectangle which can include node S and the expected zone of node D, so this will be the rectangle. So now we will see the route discovery process of scheme 1. So this S will broadcast its route request packet to all of its neighbors, and that request will be having four coordinate of request zone. So these three nodes will receive a copy of route request packet. Now every node is having information about their own location, about their own coordinate. So this node will check whether this coordinate of this node is lie in the request zone or not. In other words, we can say if this node lie in this rectangle or not. So here we can see this node is outside the rectangle. It means this node will not broadcast this message further. But here these two nodes are in request zone, so they can forward. And here we are showing only operation of this node. So this node is also eligible. So this node also will send route request packet to its neighbors. And when the destination D receive this route request packet, it will insert its current location and the time in the route reply packet and send it to the node S. Uh, okay, what is the meaning of these blue lines? They are representing when this node is sending its route request packet broadcasting, so that one copy also received by S. Same with this one, but this one will not send it again because those requests actually already have been sent from node S. Now this is scheme 2. Uh, scheme 2 in scheme 2, when a node send a route request packet, that route request packet now don't include 4 coordinates of rectangle or request zone. Now they include 2 information, only 2 information. One information is the coordinates of destination D. So we are considering that node as no location of D at time T0. So coordinates of D will be included in the route request packet. And we are considering node S will initiate a route request at time T1. And second component which is going to be included in route request packet is the distance between destination node and the sender. So two component, one is the distance and one is the coordinate of destination. So now we will see how this request zone will work in this scenario. So sender will prepare a route request packet, and here we are showing only 2 attributes. Actually there are many attributes like sequence, number, other things, but for simplicity we are considering coordinate of D and distance between S and D will be included in the route request packet, and those packets will be broadcasted. So broadcasted, S will send one copy to each of its neighbors. Now when this node receive one copy, what this node will do, in order to find out whether this node is eligible to forward this packet to its neighbor or not, this neighbor receive a packet, that packet having coordinates of T, so, and this node is having location of its own, so this node will calculate distance between destination and itself. So if this distance is less than the distance between S and D, which is included in the request packet, in that case it will broadcast packet, otherwise it will discard. So here we can see this distance is actually greater than this distance, so this node will not broadcast any request packet. So let's take this example. When this node will receive the request from S, this node also calculate the distance between D and its own, and this distance is less, so this node will broadcast route request message, route request packet to its neighbor, and this will happen. So one copy will be sent to destination D, and D would know someone is trying to search the route to reach me, and D will send a reply to sender. Now so in our example we just consider a distance, but actually this distance calculation is include 2 parameters, alpha and beta, where alpha represent probability of finding route in first attempt and beta represent cost of finding route. So initially we consider alpha equal to 1 and beta equal to 0, which is equal to our last assumption, whatever the last scenario we have discussed. But these can be used as a trade-off between these two. These value can be changed. This is used to consider trade-off between these two. So this is location added routing. Thank you.